And then he'll try to go over the top of the Missouri defense by throwing the football downfield to Malcolm Kelly. Now, of course, Chase Daniel, we know all about him. We saw him last week against Kansas. Brent, I don't know if there's a hotter quarterback right now in the country.
So Missouri and Oklahoma about ready to go to war under a roof. Missouri always takes the ball. That has been Gary Pinkel's MO when he wins the toss. And they will. They're going to take it his way. Here comes Macklin against the speed of OU. Macklin's got a seam middle out to the 30-yard line. He came here with the great high school team. Carroll High School from South Lake suffered his only defeat right here, Kirk. Field spread, 4 receivers, but Tony Temple, 22, who did not play in the first game in Norman, is alongside Chase in the backfield. OU brings 5. Drop. Macklin drops the first pass. Kirk talked about Chase Daniels. We've mentioned Jeremy Macklin. 2 fellas who made the All-Big 12 team.
Well, this is a group of receivers that is as good as I think as you'll see in the country, and of course the big offensive line led by Adam Speaker up front.
Second down and 10. Wanted to throw it again, but Nick Harris, an outstanding defensive back for Stoops, read that play. So a terrific play by Nick Harris to start the game defensively. 3 down linemen, bring a linebacker with them. They've got a rush. They were on Daniels at 8 feet. And folks, that's what OU has to do. Beautiful punt. Fielded back on the 24 by Smith. And Smith is thrown down at the 34-yard line. First down and 10. They show a power eye, the Sooners do, to start the game and throw out of it. And he completes his first pass to Iglesias, and Iglesias still going. A powerful run after the catch for a first down. First and 10 from the Sooners 46. Back with the running game. Patrick, the ball carrier, records as a freshman quarterback. But how about Roddy Eldridge? The coaches put him on the All-Big 12 team.
And I think watching the development of this offensive line tonight, Kevin Wilson, the offense coordinator, really got after them last week against Oklahoma State, and they responded. He challenged them again tonight. They need to be physical to open up the running lanes.
Duke Robinson on the All-Big 12 team. They flare Patrick for a loss. Read beautifully. Base defense, and the Sooners shift out of it. Penalty flag. His wristband.
Delay of game on the offense. The 5-yard penalty. We think third down.
Needs to reach Mizzou's 43 for a first down, and
like he moved a little bit.
Start on the offense, number 79. The 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Makes it 3rd and 23 for Bradford. Incomplete, and the Sooners are forced to punt it. Under pressure that time, and Macklin's going to let this one bounce into the end zone. It'll come out on the 20-yard line.
As they expected that from this Sooner defense.
And they twisted beautifully into the run. This is what he played at Carroll High School in South Lake. Here comes a blitz. And they call a bubble screen, but well short of the 1st and 10. Here you see the big man, Austin English. How will he hold up out on the field right now? Number 33, he'll line up at right defensive end. Curtis Lofton, the defensive player of the year. And then in the secondary, folks, they got 2 who made the All-Big 12 team, but the coach says DJ Wolf has had the best year. 3rd down for Daniel and Mizzou. Gets it off. There's their initial 1st and 10 as he's able to OU speed. Throwing short passes again. Macklin could not break the tackle of DJ Wolf. Wolf was hanging on. Darian Williams has checked into the game for Wolf, who's on the sideline. Daniel incomplete. option. No way. Mizzou forced a punt. Almost Teddy Lehman, and Stoops will tell you we've never had a middle linebacker produce like Lofton has. Another great punt inside the 15. Here comes Reggie Smith looking for a seam, and he's down around the 30, but that would be a big loss if he stays out for very long. 1st and 10, complete. A soft pass to Kelly. Malcolm Kelly.
Right now, the Sooners are throwing against that to try to get them to soften that up.
Mizzou shows blitz, and here they come. And they surround Patrick, eaten up on the play.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 71. The 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. 3rd down.
Chris Brown, who had a big game against Missouri, has come on the field as the running back. And Joe John Finley booms it. Macklin retreats to the 23. Looking for an alley on the right side. There's a penalty flag, however. Probably an illegal block.
There are fouls against both teams on the play. During the return, illegal block in the back, number 40 against the return team. That penalty be assessed 10 yards from the end of the run. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 23 for Oklahoma. He marked 15 yards from the spot, 1st down.
And I think it's interesting that LSU had an impromptu press conference with Les and the media. And we'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah, Chase Daniel completes it to Macklin. Macklin with that great speed, and he is out of bounds, close to midfield.
That somebody close to the situation said he was going to go to Michigan. I think LSU reacted to that and I think they beat Michigan to the punch.
Let's get back to the Big 12 championship game now. Here comes Daniel firing a screen to Macklin, and Macklin back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. Can Daniel and the Tigers pick it up? High and incomplete. They cannot.
Pass interference on the defense, number 15. The volley placed at the spot, automatic 1st down.
Interference. I thought he wrapped him and hooked him with that left arm. Daniel. Great fake. And this time he catches Rucker underneath. Cross the 25 to the 22-yard line. Nick Harris back on the field. Harris wants to blitz. Daniel read it, runs the other way with Temple. And Temple across the 20, close to the 15-yard line.
He's got the mind right out there on the field making the plays.
2nd and 4. They spread the field. Temple on a cutback at the 1st and 10. Down at the, just across the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Tigers. Nothing doing on this. This was botched. 2nd and goal. Let's see what OU tries to do here. Show blitz. They're coming. Gets it off in time at the 5-yard line to Rucker. Incomplete. He's going to come in right next to Daniel. They're going to fake it. Throw end zone high. Incomplete. Tommy Saunders is his holder.
Don't let him jinx you, Jeff. Lock in, kid.
29-yarder. It's 88 straight. Chase Daniel will take the field goal, but he's frustrated at the inability to strike for the touchdown. Mizzou leads it by 3. See what his insides are. Wolford with the ball on the tee. Fielded from the 9, and here comes Patrick. He owes Stoops one. Because of the penalty. And
keep your eye on Mulhall. He's sucking air right now. He's going to be struggling a little bit out there.
Slant incomplete. You got to be careful. It's
backfire on him. We'll see.
He's a brilliant coach, but he's not stupid.
Brown is the running back, and the pass was complete to Joe John Finley, his 2nd reception of the night. 3rd and 4. Plenty of time, complete for the 1st down if he gets the spot, and I believe he will get it. As Cousins, the fullback on this eye. He will lead the way for Brown. Brown got the most out of that run. 4 tough yards.
They've got 10 guys within 5 yards.
2nd and 7. Play fake. Bradford going downfield. Got Kelly open. And he hauls it in. It was overthrown a bit, or he'd have walked into the end zone. It was a fine catch. Number 18. He's a fine talent. And this is Brown. Number 29 has stayed on the field.
Got him again, left tackle.
Left tackle.
HUDDLE.
False start on the offense, number 79. The 5-yard penalty, still second down.
The 2nd down and goal. Bradford drops it off. Short of the end zone is Joe John Finley. He's Oklahoma threatening, but Missouri leads it by a field goal. The Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship returns after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
They get the numbers, they can run him.
Here he comes, end zone touchdown, just as you called. Brown, who had a big day, 13 for 67 yards along with those 3 TDs, and he bounces in to put the Sooners up for the first time tonight.
There are 2 players when you talk to.
That was perfect. I mean, that's right downtown, wasn't it, as Brown scores. 2 yards deep in the end zone. Macklin cuts back, and he is down short of the 25-yard line.
For Jared Brown, a lot of experience there as a backup. He's played in some big games for the Mountaineers.
Complete and blown up. Nothing doing for Saunders on that reception.
Aggressive defense with play action and throw over top of him.
Moving the pocket to the left. Can't find anybody open. Throws it away. Incomplete is Rucker, number 33. Hairline fracture. Missed 3 games. He's trying to get past that offensive line. Daniel throws high and complete. A 1st and 10 to Saunders. Temple battles his way. Daniel 8 of 14 for 70 yards. End around this time. They put the speedster to work for a 1st and 10. Macklin.
Anytime he's an empty, it's going to be a quick throw. He's got to get rid of the football.
4-man rush. They twist. Moves the pocket hard to the right on the move. He'll have to put it down and take off. Temple spins, and he's short of the 1st down because of Reggie Smith's hit. For the field, you can see the receivers out wide. Daniel going to keep it himself for a 1st and 10. The middle is open up, and Daniel crosses the 15-yard line.
And the guy's got some quickness when he decides to run the football.
21-yard gain. He's carried 3 times for 26 yards. Now Temple spreads wide, and big number 40 was closing in on him. That zone block Washington, and nothing doing. He loses 3 yards. 3rd and 9. Needs to reach the 5 for a 1st down. Here comes the blitz. Daniel gets it off. Is that going to be interference? They look at each other. The linesman throws it. He couldn't get the yellow flag out of it.
Seeing a call.
Pass interference on the defense, number 5. Foul place to stop the foul. Automatic 1st down.
But he is using that same technique with his left hand around the waist.
They gave the wrong number. Daniel going to keep it again. Right up to the middle, to the end zone. No signal yet. I thought he might have gotten there, and they're going to mark it apparently.
Once again, Chase Daniel, this is a great job of just going in, attacking this defense.
I'm going to tell you what.
Yeah, it was.
I think they'll stop it.
Yeah.
And they toss on the pistol, bang, and that one is short. That was Jimmy Jackson.
Oklahoma's expecting that, already pinching in with their safeties and linebackers.
Here he comes. Well short that time. Never a chance. 88 consecutive Field goals or extra points in Big 12 play. Adds another one. He's automatic. But again, the Tigers failed to score a touchdown. OU has to feel good about this situation so far.
They settled for a field goal. In this past drive, 14 plays down to the 1 and another field goal.
Yeah, they had 2 first and goals down there, and this one is fielded at the 5 by Patrick. And it is time for Patrick is back as the running back. The call. Strong run. And Chase looked over there and said, who's talking about me like that on the PA, man? There's a 1st and 10, and of course, Lisa is getting ready. 1st and 10. And now Brown back on the field. Play fake penalty is going to be called on this play. Play's whistled dead.
False start on the offense, number 18. It's a 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
So they had 9 penalties, but they buttoned it up so far tonight.
Here comes the blitz. Bradford runs away from it, throws complete on that far side to Iglesias. Brown back as the running back. Play fake, Bradford goes downfield and lit up by Moore. Macklin fair catches inside the 15 at the competition that we'll have at halftime here of the Big 12 championship. Chase Daniel trying to move the Tigers again. Can't find an open receiver. And he has to throw it away. It'll be 2nd down. Macklin shows end around. Fake to him. Incomplete. He was well covered up. Jimmy Jackson's now the running back. OU's got him in 3rd and 10. Here they come with the blitz. Harris is picked up. Daniel can't get an open receiver. Comes back near side. Out of bounds. Fawcett reaches over to the right for the snap. Short of the 50-yard line. Now it takes Missouri hop, and it's about right there. Sooners have a 1st and 10, and Brown, the Sooner running back. Play fake, Bradford. Moving to the right, picks up his running back for a 1st and 10. 18 more yards for Brown. Only a couple of yards that time. Bradford is 10 of 13 for 120 yards. Moore showing blitz. Picked up. He was hit on the release. Incomplete. Comes the blitz again. Picks it up. Malcolm Kelly at the 1st and 10.
Nice throw there by Sam Bradford.
Toss play. Patrick back on the field. 1st and 10 across the 10-yard line. Not this time. Van Alexander steps into the hole. Now 2nd and goal. Gresham's to the right of the formation. They're going to run the toss with Patrick. Patrick cuts toward the 5. 2nd effort and out of bounds at around the 3. Brown. Touchdown. Chris Brown, the touchdown maker, in the end zone again for the Sooners. Here is Hartley. And folks, this goes back to the OU defense. 3 and out. They wound up giving Bradford a 50-yard field to work with. And the offense strikes for the 2nd time. 14-6 Sooners.
Difference in the game.
There's that Oklahoma swagger. If you want to bring it, number 9, come on after us. Not ducking anybody. And I'm telling you,
Chase Daniel and the Tigers, how do they respond right now with the momentum favoring Oklahoma?
Here comes the blitz. Reynolds.
And coming after Missouri, really being the aggressor.
They are determined to prove that that first one was no fluke. Short of the first down as Lindy Holmes makes a fine stop. Don't want to give it back to the Sooners. This third down, big for Mizzou. Here comes a blitz again, picked up. Got the 1st and 10. Snapped off a beauty that time to Saunders.
Cheating up, and that time it almost worked out for him.
Here they end around. Alexander's finally got the ball, folks. Out of bounds on the far side. Folks, when everybody tells you something, everybody tells you one thing.
You know about that.
Run for them Bear Hills. 1st down and 10. Here's Daniel. This is complete again, and now they're moving the ball across the 45-yard line, picking up a 1st and 10, refusing to go down, and there's a penalty flag.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask. Defense, number 8, a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. 1st down.
25-yard line. Daniel incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Macklin shows that end around. Option look and nothing doing on that play. A strange call. 3rd and 11. Pressure, running right. And a reception going down was Franklin. Got it. 1st and 10. Terrific difference that Austin English, number 33, makes in the game. You saw him come free on that replay. Stands and delivers. Macklin. And he is across the 5-yard line. Now, we better hope it's an eternity. Chase Daniel, end zone this time. Touchdown, Mizzou. What a big moment, folks, this is for Missouri, the number 1 team in the nation. Reeling, and with time running down, they finally score a touchdown. It's a gamble. A lot of guys will say, don't take it if you don't have to, but let's see what happens. They can make it double. Reverse the throw from Macklin. Oh, yes, what a great call to go for 2. How good was that? Oh. Rucker around,
you know
big smile on the coach's face. You know, he doesn't back away. Scholarship fund. Fielded at the 21-yard line. Patrick. And for Jeremy Macklin, that's the 3rd pass he's thrown this season, and he's completed 2 of them. And OU says, we'll take a deadlock and go on inside the locker room. But working against the clock at the end of the 1st half, Chase Daniel, a Heisman Trophy candidate, gives the Tigers a shot. Deadlocked at 14. Goodwin in San Antonio. Now let's send it to New York. John Saunders, Craig James, and a Flutie man for the Capital One halftime report. Jeff Wolford with the ball on the tee. Fielded at the 2 by Iglesias. The wide receiver brings it out to about the 20-yard line before the Alan Patrick opens as the tailback. Bradford to Kelly. Kelly, 7 yards. Neither team has fumbled either, so we haven't had a turnover. Bradford complete as he slides it through to Joe John Finley. On 1st down, deep down the near side, Kelly, and he overthrew him, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Came back with Patrick, and this will bring up a 3rd down. Manuel Johnson in motion. Need 5. 4th down and to the right now as you look from behind. No. And coming right up the middle. They were sending everybody downfield. Macklin just going to let it bounce, and it'll roll dead inside the 15.
During the kick, holding against the receiving team, number 19. Penalty is half the distance to the goal line from the end of the kick. 1st down.
Rush 4, picked up, far side, and complete. Tommy Saunders now down here on the near side for the Sooners. Here comes that reverse motion again. Macklin trying to get a seam. Makes the most of it for a couple of these.
Coming back for the second half, I spoke to the head trainer, Rex Sharp, and he said that Denario Alexander is out for the rest of the game.
So indeed, as Temple, the running back, is brought down by Lofton, wide to the right. Here comes the blitz. Picked up. First down, Macklin. Forced out of bounds by Baker. Broke the freshman all-purpose. Here comes the blitz again. Hit on the release and just gets it off in time. But what a blow. Macklin picking up 9. So Ray is now one of the wideouts. Second down and 2. First and 10. Temple. Rucker split off to the left side. Chase Daniel. High to Franklin and incomplete. Second down and 10. And the handoff on the end around breaks free. Macklin on the near side is out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Picks up huge yards.
Play fake, move the pocket to the right. In trouble and sacked brilliantly by Jeremy Beal. And timeout has been called, I believe. Hang on here a second. Did they get it? The penalty flag is thrown.
Substitution against the offense. 12 men in formation. The 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
3 receivers, Brent, up to the short side of the field, up to the top.
Rush 4. Pocket collapses. Daniel made the most of it for a yard or 2. Rushing 5. Couldn't pick him up. Here comes Lofton after him and tripped him up. Gossage punt. Heads for the end zone. They'll come out on the 20-yard line.
I'm trying to manage it, but we'll see how it goes the rest of the time.
They keep it with Brown on the field. You know, Dan, I have mentioned well, of course, we don't want to count out the Missouri Tigers, folks, because if they win,
She's put that one right up there.
On the offense, number 79. The 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Then it's a scramble to find 2 teams to play in the national championship.
oh, somebody will step up, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Second down and 15. Hard run by Brown, and finally they swarm him under. Well, here is a 3rd and 6 now for the Sooners. Pocket's clean. Got an open receiver, and he's got it. Manuel Johnson's first reception of the night, and a penalty flag.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. Late hit out of bounds. Number 3. The 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Hit by Terrell.
So on first down, they come with Patrick. Middle opens. He breaks free. Still going. 15. Cuts inside the 5-yard line. Moore saved the touchdown, but a 40-yard run makes it 1st and goal. Brown pounds to the 3-yard line. Second down and goal now for the Sooners. And Brown is stopped again by that tough Missouri D. Pleasant offset would be the lead blocker. They'll try that on the left side. Here comes Patrick. End zone. Touchdown OU.
You see him say to Chris Brown, that's what we're talking about. Get it to the outside with our speed, and we're going to score a touchdown.
Trailing by 7 as Hartley tacks on the extra point. The number 1 team in the nation, Missouri, trails favored Oklahoma by a touchdown in San Antonio. About right now. They got insurance working.
Columbus, Athens, Los Angeles, Blacksburg, all over the country. Baby. LSU.
Michigan should dial Jeff Tedford. See what he's got going. Here comes Chase Daniel. And he throws that middle screen. 9 yards to Saunders.
And would that penalize them based on the way people might vote for Virginia Tech, LSU, and USC?
Deflected, intercepted. Picked off on the ricochet. And the big man, Curtis Lofton. This could be a killer. I think Daniel thought there was interference out there. And again, if you weren't with us, and here's the handoff now, and Brown.
Here's Lofton waiting for it.
I think Coach Pinkel said it well. He was wide open. That was the word from upstairs. Touchdown! Jermaine Gresham, his 11th touchdown of the season. And for the first time tonight, a 2-touchdown lead for Oklahoma.
Up the play action. Nice call by the Sooners.
Hartley tacks on the extra point. Folks, Missouri has not beaten Oklahoma since 1998. Gary Pinkel has never beaten Bob Stoops. And right now, OU has the #1 team in the nation in trouble again. Hartley with the ball on the tee. Coming out of the 20-yard line. He's answered the bell all season long, except in Norman. Middle. Got Rucker this time, hanging on for a 1st and 10. Let's check it out.
Within an hour, Oklahoma had called me. He said, you know what, I should probably wait and make a decision. Ultimately, he decided on Oklahoma.
Yeah, he had a couple of relatives who were Boomer Sooner fans, and the Sooners are forever thankful, and there's a flag.
Dead ball, personal foul, late hit on the defense, number 16. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic 1st down.
1st down and 10, folks. West Virginia in trouble. Missouri in trouble. Daniel goes far side, complete. 12 yards.
He has plenty of arm strength to make every throw on this field.
1st and 10. Hands it off to the speedster. Macklin got 9 that time.
Call the plays and get the ball down the field.
Set the screen with Rucker. Rucker running wide inside the 10, down at the 6-yard line almost. And didn't hang his helmet, did he? Jumped right back into the fray, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Inside handoff now, and the Sooners are ready for that play. 2nd down, swing, Oklahoma's all over it. Derek Washington. Look at the Sooners come off the sideline as they get ready for the 4th quarter. The entire bench empty to come out to the defense at the 25-yard line. Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship returns after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Everybody says it's a given. Look out for the other direction. You called that, my friend.
I've been on the other
Good
side.
Call.
What? Incomplete. He ran 1 fake last week. This will be a 32-yarder, but I agree with you, Kirk, as to what's about to happen here. He slides it through. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter.
Playing, do people vote based on how well they're playing right now? Georgia and Kansas didn't even get into their conference championship game.
Well, there's a penalty on this. I know what a lot of folks are saying, and here's a handoff. Stoops would like to eat about 5 minutes off the clock. There's a penalty on this play. I know where they're coming from.
On the offense, number 71. The 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 2nd down.
And the NFL Network. 1st and 20 now. And this is Brown back on the field for the Sooners. Another penalty flag.
Like that.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask on the defense. The 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic 1st down.
Here's Brown. Crosses the 45-yard line, and there was movement. There's a penalty called, and this looks like it's going to be a free play. It looks like the defense was in the neutral zone as Iglesias is thrown out of bounds.
Offsides on the defense. That penalty's declined. Yards is enough for a 1st down.
Missouri, who's relied on their offense all season, now has to have a big play from their defense.
Bradford has plenty of time, goes deep, got a man wide open to the 15-yard line. Jermaine Gresham, 29 yards. that time.
And it's on display again tonight.
And folks, most of this team is back next year as Brown makes his way to the 9-yard line. They shook him early. Sensational. He's a home run hitter, folks, and they're playing without him here tonight. Brown to the 4-yard line, and they just show up and they seem to find a way to beat the Tigers. And this would be huge for the Boomer Sooners if they could finish this one off. Brown is stopped at the 4-yard line.
With that swagger back that I think they lost against Texas Tech.
Patrick back on the field. The clock moving toward 10 minutes. Play fake, Bradford. Dropped. A touchdown pass gets away from Brody Eldridge.
I'm thinking up here more and more. I think, what do you think, LSU? Yeah, I think
they
LSU.
win the SEC. How can you choose Georgia? I don't know. Bradford, touchdown. Boomer Sooner, baby. Number 1 in deep trouble now. Finley. Let's prove that we were indeed a better football team. And as of right now, folks, you can't argue, Kurt.
How fitting for Joe John Finley. 2 touchdowns last week and another big one tonight.
3 touchdowns. The last 3 Oklahoma possessions. Hello, Fiesta Bowl. Was instituted, has been an underdog on 2 previous occasions. This will come out on the 20. And Matt, congratulations to Dave Wanstead. Dropped. It'll be was actually behind him. So
it's not a throw that he can't make, Brett, and their receivers are on the same page. No receivers do a better job of reading coverage than the Hawaii Warrior receivers.
Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
I would give LSU the edge. I would have Ohio State and LSU matching up in New Orleans.
Daniel looking for an open man in trouble. Eludes the defensive tackle and steps out of bounds and throws it away. 12 as expected, gets 2 teams in, and Oklahoma closing in, and the other one figures to be Kansas right now. And down at the 39, Bradford hoping to bring still more time off this clock with the Sooners in solid control of this game. Brown tonight, and of course the computers will start to whir, and the coaches and the Harris poll, and it'll all sort itself out sometime tomorrow. I want to say, so you can see that Oklahoma recruits nationally. When you think about those states that I mentioned and the teams that they go up against to recruit these youngsters, it's a big time program. Like
assuming Hawaii, hate to assume, but if Hawaii can beat Washington, you could, with the exception of the championship game, these Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
Right.
All right, we have one more we got to work out.
That's right.
The Sugar Bowl. LSU is now out of the Sugar Bowl.
1-on-1. Penalty. Automatic 1st down on interference. And that's Arizona State.
On the defense, number 3. The 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
Let's take another look at this. Inviolate rule of the BCS. No more than 2 teams from any conference will be going into the BCS Bowls. Therefore, some of you are saying, you know, what about a team like the Gators? Huh? I might show up and watch that one with you. The granddaddy. Certainly, bring him in. Georgia actually played in a Rose Bowl. I think it was back in the 40s in the Sugar Bowl. So it's 3rd down and short now for the Sooners. Brown to the 9-yard line. We're closing in on 5 minutes, but Gary Pinkel and his staff deserve congratulations. And should they not make a BCS, and again,
how much joy they've had this year with this football team. It's a tough pill to swallow.
There's a play fake. Bradford incomplete. Here's Patrick working the clock. Twisted back in bounds. Check you guys out later over there and see who's going where. You talk about chaos. I mean,
4th down.
But not an entire season the way we've seen it this year.
So here's Hartley for the field goal from the right hash. Tacks on a little frosting for OU. Bradford What a freshman year he has had for the Sooners. Talented newcomers to the NASCAR circuit. Won the Busch, and he'll be a factor in the Busch and the Cup Series. That'll be the nationwide next year. Will be the Saturday Series, and then, of course, it'll be the sprint chase.
I think it's unfortunate that Missouri beats Kansas, and because Kansas hasn't played Oklahoma, Missouri's left out possibly of the BCS, just because they've already played Oklahoma.
Don't argue that with you.
That's all I'm saying.
When Kansas came back in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And lost.
Yeah. Not my decision to make, and I'm happy for that, folks. I'll sit back and count the touchdowns. And now, third down. 3rd and 1. Boy, I'll tell you, you know what? And Chase Daniel is going to go after the
chance to pick up a lot of votes tonight. Now it would appear to be a 2-horse race.
Fair catch signal for on the 27-yard line. You started the day out by telling me this morning Les Miles was going to Michigan. For crying out loud. First down and 10. Hurry, my man.
I'm just telling you.
We'll have a Big 12 team in that against the Pac-10, and then we'll go to the Granddaddy. And we'll wait and see.
Well, put your seatbelt on, because it's about to get interesting. We know Ohio State's in. I'm telling you, I think LSU is in after winning the SEC. Between LSU and USC is my prediction. I give an edge to the LSU Tigers.
Stoops will take that bath every time. And the Mizzou players are going across the field to shake hands. Gary Pinkel is out there with Bob. And Pinkel now congratulating some of the players. And there's Sam Bradford. Automatic BCS bid.